Imagine your life as a blank canvas suspended before you, a vast, unexplored landscape of potential waiting to be painted. But here's the brutal truth. Most people never pick up the brush. Most people stand paralyzed, paintbrush trembling in their hand, terrified of making the first stroke. Fear whispers its poisonous promises of safety, of comfort, of mediocrity. But you are not most people. You are the architect of your own destiny, the sculptor of your own potential. Let me ask you a question that will pierce through the armor of your comfort zone. When was the last time you truly, completely, and utterly terrified yourself? When did you last stand at the edge of your known world and take a step into the unknown? Most people live their entire lives within the suffocating boundaries of what's familiar. They wake up, follow the same routine, make the same choices, and wonder why their dreams remain just dreams. But you are different. You understand that risk is not the enemy of progress. It is the very fuel of transformation. Every great achievement in human history began with someone who was willing to risk everything. Think about the pioneers, the innovators, the dreamers who changed the world. They weren't fearless. They were afraid, but they chose to act despite their fear. Fear is not a stop sign. Fear is a gateway, a threshold between who you are and who you could become. Every time you feel that surge of fear, that electric moment of hesitation, that's your soul calling you to grow. That's your potential knocking on the door of your comfort zone, demanding to be unleashed. Taking risks is not about recklessness. It's about calculated courage. It's about understanding that the greatest risk in life is not failing. It's never trying. Imagine looking back on your life decades from now. Which would haunt you more? The risks you took and the failures you encountered, or the risks you never had the courage to take? The memories of attempted dreams will always be more vibrant, more alive than the ghosts of unexplored possibilities. Your fear is a liar. It tells you that safety is the path to happiness. But safety is a slow death of the spirit. Safety is a beautiful prison where dreams come to wither and die. Real living happens outside of your comfort zone. Real growth happens when you look fear directly in the eyes and take a step forward. Not a leap, not a jump, just one single, deliberate step. That step is your declaration of war against mediocrity. That step is your rebellion against a life half-lived. Every risk you take is a muscle of courage being exercised. Every fear you face is a layer of limitation being stripped away. You are not defined by your circumstances. You are defined by your choices, by the moments you choose courage over comfort, by the instances you choose growth over stagnation, by the times you choose to believe in yourself when no one else will. The world doesn't reward the safe. The world doesn't celebrate the comfortable. The world remembers those who dared, those who looked at the impossible and saw possibility, those who understood that risk is not about guarantee. It's about potential. Your potential is not a destination. It's a continuous journey of becoming, of expanding, of transforming. Each risk you take is a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. Bold, unapologetic, authentic. So stand at the edge of your known world. Feel the tremor of fear and step forward, not because you are certain of success, but because you are committed to growth. Because you understand that the most tragic words in human language are, what if? What if you flew instead of fell? What if that risk revealed a version of yourself you never knew existed? What if failure was just another name for learning? Your life is waiting, not in the safe spaces, not in the comfortable zones, but in those moments of pure, terrifying potential, where fear meets courage, where doubt meets determination, where you meet your true self. Take the risk, face the fear, become unstoppable. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the weight of every decision you've ever been too afraid to make. Those phantom choices hover around you like invisible chains, binding you, constraining you, suffocating your potential. But what if I told you those chains are an illusion? A trick your mind plays to keep you small, to keep you safe, to keep you contained. The human spirit was never designed for containment. We are not meant to be prisoners of our own fear. We are architects of possibility, creators of our own narrative. Every risk you've avoided is a story left unwritten. Every fear you've cowered from is a chapter of yourself left unexplored. Understand this. Comfort is the enemy of greatness. Comfort is a beautiful lie that whispers sweet nothings of security. But security is a myth. The only true security is your ability to adapt, to transform, to rise. Look at the greatest transformations in human history. They were not birthed in moments of comfort. They erupted from the volcanic landscapes of uncertainty, from the moments when everything seemed impossible, when the world said, "You can't," and they said, "Watch me." Your fears are not obstacles. They are signposts, pointing you toward the exact direction you need to grow. Every fear is a coded message from your potential, telling you exactly where your next breakthrough lies. The moment you stop running from your fears, the moment you turn and face them, that's when you become unstoppable. Imagine fear as a wall. Most people see it as an ending. You will see it as a beginning, a challenge, an invitation to expand, to become more. Risk is not about recklessness. It's about calculated courage, about understanding that the universe rewards those who are willing to step into the unknown, who are willing to be uncomfortable, who are willing to fail. Because failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is a teacher, a brutal, unforgiving mentor that shows you exactly what you're made of. Every successful person you admire has a graveyard of failures behind them. Failures they transformed into fuel, into wisdom, into power. Your relationship with risk defines your relationship with life. Play it safe and you'll always wonder. You'll always be a spectator in your own existence. But lean into the discomfort, embrace the uncertainty, and you become the protagonist of your own epic, the hero of your own journey. This is not about being fearless. This is about being fear-informed. Understanding that fear is not a stop sign. It's a green light, telling you that something important is about to happen, that you are about to grow, about to become more than you were moments ago. Your comfort zone is a beautiful prison, decorated with the illusion of safety. But outside those walls, that's where life happens. That's where magic breathes. That's where you discover the truest version of yourself. So stand at the edge of your known world. Feel the tremor of possibility, the electric pulse of potential, and step forward, not because success is guaranteed, but because growth is inevitable. For those brave enough to risk, for those courageous enough to try. Your transformation starts now. In this moment, with this decision, you are standing at the quantum intersection of possibility, where every breath is a choice, where every moment is a rebellion, against mediocrity, against limitation, against the suffocating narratives that have defined you until now. Listen closely. The whispers of your untapped potential are becoming a roar, a thunderous declaration of becoming. Transformation is not a destination. It is a continuous state of becoming, a perpetual revolution of the self. Your fears are not walls. They are membranes, thin, permeable boundaries between who you are and who you could become. Each fear you penetrate is a new dimension of self emerging, not gradually, explosively. Imagine your potential as an infinite landscape, unmapped, unexplored. Every risk you take is a cartographer's mark, expanding the territory of your existence. You are not defined by your past. You are defined by the continuous act of becoming, of choosing, of rising. The universe does not recognize limitations. It recognizes intention, recognizes courage, recognizes the raw, unfiltered energy of a soul committed to its own evolution. Your transformation is a mathematical equation of possibility, not linear, exponential. Each barrier broken doesn't just add to your capability. It multiplies your understanding of what's possible. Fear is not the enemy. Fear is the guardian of your greatest potential. standing at the threshold of your comfort, challenging you to become more, to expand, to transcend. This is not about conquering fear. This is about dancing with it, understanding its language, translating its whispers into fuel, into momentum, into liberation. Your mind is not a fixed territory. It is a dynamic universe, constantly expanding, constantly recreating itself. With each decision, each risk, each moment of pure, unapologetic courage, you are not seeking transformation. You are transformation, a living, breathing algorithm of possibility. Breaking through is not an event. It is a continuous state of being, a perpetual revolution, where every breath is a rebellion, every choice a declaration of potential. The most dangerous weapon in your arsenal is not strength. It is commitment. Commitment to continuous evolution, to never settling, to always becoming. Your potential is not a destination. It is an expanding universe. And you are its architect, its explorer, its infinite possibility. Rise beyond the boundaries of what you know. Burst through the membranes of limitation. Become the revolution you've been waiting for. This is not just a moment. This is your metamorphosis. Unleashed, unbound, unstoppable.